This is a diagram of my home automation system. Originally the house started out as a tree-like structure, with the house, each floor, and then each room within each floor, and then each sensor or device, appliance within each of those rooms. That got me quite a long way, but eventually you hit a problem. You hit a problem when you hit a door, because a door doesn't exist in a single room. A door is somewhere between two rooms. You then have a device like a speaker in the ceiling, and it's connected up through the wiring closet to an amplifier and to a multi-zone switcher and to a sound card. And so none of those components are in that room, and yet the speaker at the end of the connection is in that room. So some time ago I started shifting from a tree to a graph, and this is a diagram of my home automation system. Hadn't ever seen this before. I created this graph using d3.js, and so this is actually the basement, and then this is the office in the basement. And as we zoom out, you will begin to see just how complex the house is. So next time somebody tells you that the home automation protocol can handle the whole 256 devices, you can laugh at them and go, well, that's not going to be enough, because in order to do a great job of automating a house, you need a lot more than 256 sensors. And next time somebody tells you that you can program it by doing a simple if this, do that kind of logic, show them this picture. This is a picture that it starts off with actual physical devices, but then it comes out into logical devices. This might be some sensor being tripped and then some other sensor being tripped, forming a chain of sensors, and eventually some action at the end, like turning on a light or not. And anyway, let's keep going out, because this is only a small part of the universe that is my house. Some interesting patterns emerge, little nodes with many outlets off them, coming back out. This is a block of X10 devices, which D3 has kindly grouped together. I think these are all unused X10 addresses. Keep going out a bit more. Finally, you can see the entirety of my home automation system. And this long line here is actually a chain of do this, then this, then this, then this, then this. This is actually the demo chain. You can talk to it, and you can, chat to it, and you can type the word demo, and it'll head off doing events down this chain here. So this is an interesting diagram in that it does combine the physical and the logical into one. I may add a button so you can separate it out and see just the physical graph and just the logical graph. And more this graph is being used for communication. One sensor activates and it sends messages out to its neighbors. So there you have it. It's also growing every week. I'm adding more sensors. Most recent ones are connected up through a Netduino to one wire, Netduino to other sensors, so that it's more distributed, and then they all post messages into this main server running on an Intel NUC. And there you have it. It's the latest video in my home automation series.